Hi, it's Karen.
And Tim.
From Stamping on the Back Porch. Welcome to another live edition of our show. Today we're going to be doing an eclipse card and a whole bunch of cards with the large numbers and alphabet dies. If you have been thinking about getting these, or if you decide after today's show that you want to get them, Celebration is an awesome time because, of course, you will get the free celebration items, and also it would be an awesome time to buy the demonstrator kit and get those items at a real discount. So either way, and if that sounds appealing, send me a message and I'll send you more information. We'll talk. So it's all good. We'll see who's on today. I have a couple of customer cards that I am going to share. Okay, we have Roz, Kathy, Kimberly, Barbara, Tina, Nancy, Kathy, Maria, Cheryl, wonderful. Okay, Connie, as all of you, Kathy.
And we have a plumber working in the background.
Yes, we do the second time in a week, but I think we'll have everything taken care of today. And boy, they get a workout. I know the cost is high, but oh my goodness, the work is heavy duty. So we are going to be glad to have good plumbing again, I must say. And Jeannie and Mary, I'm going to be seeing some of you. Next week we head on our journey to Appleton, Wisconsin, and Chicago. And several of you are going to attend the events we're doing there, which I'm just really excited about. I'm just excited to meet as many of you as possible. So we'll keep letting you know where we go. Other places. Yeah. Sharon, rub it in. Good afternoon from the NFL champs. Yeah, no, that's right. No, that's great. That was just so awesome. Linda's on the road watching as long as she's not driving. I bet her husband is.
Fly, Eagles, fly. And
yeah, that's right.
They're having the parade right now, so...
Oh, so are you dual tasking, watching the parade on one channel and us on the other? Oh, we'll see. And we have Kathleen, Sandra, Karen. Oh, yes. Karen and other Karen and Patty and Brenda. Okay, and I share a couple of cards. This card is from Ginny Mueller. And I just love how simple that is. It's light blue on a medium blue on pink. Isn't that just a really soft, pretty look? And we have Brenda and Tammy and Patty. Wonderful. Let's see, who's from Seattle. We're going to go out there this summer. And then this is from Deborah LaFontaine. I'm always not positive. So I'm wishy-washy about whether I get the names pronounced right. But look at this lovely card she did with the Brushos. That's what we did last week. So I thought that was just really fun to get. She sent me a thank you for getting one of those calendars. I sent those little calendars out to my downline, and I meant to do it by January 1st, but some of them got them last week. You know how that goes. And Deb and Jackie and Kelly, Sue, good. And this was from Julie Colley. And I thought, how pretty is this? And this is just cutouts. And this is different paper. Isn't that a pretty Z-fold card? And with the heart. And, with our papers and other papers, it's often you just have pretty papers and you can just cut them out and make a card. I think that is just really lovely too. So those are very fun. And we have, thanks, Deborah.
I think Willie Nelson made that popular. And Roy Orbison.
The double Z slide.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty paper.
Oh, pretty paper. I thought
pretty
really
ribbon,
that's true.
Blue.
That's true. And Kathy, everyone liked that.
So I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Has anyone commented on any cookies?
Oh, has anyone got their cookies that's on here from Tim? He wants to know. And the cards from me.
Cookies from scratch.
And it takes a couple of days to get to you, so it's not like they're out of the oven.
They're supposed to be oatmeal raisin, which I love. But Holly and Karen both says that worst experience in life is thinking that you're going to bite into a chocolate chip cookie, and instead you end up with a
So we vetoed the raisins because he doesn't put raisins in some of them. And I said, no, it has to be all or none, and everyone doesn't like raisins. Mary's wondering about the One Sheet Wonder lesson. It went really well. I don't show the cards on here because that's just in the private group, but they're posted. The best thing is people post what they make. And so they're posting them as sets of cards because we're making 3 or 4 cards out of a 6x6. We're doing a diagram, a template. And then they're doing their set of cards. And it is amazing what people do. You would never believe they all come out of the same template. And I think that's just what's fun. You know, when sometimes when we get the raw materials and we understand like a basic template, it becomes really easy to make your cards different so you don't just fall into, you know, kind of everything looking alike. And I am as guilty of that as anyone. So it's just, it is an awesome class. We have 1 week done, 3 to go, but you get the replays forever. And after, we do like an hour-long Facebook Live while we're chatting and making things, but then afterwards I think they're like 3-minute videos of the projects themselves. So if you want to access the class later, you probably don't want the whole hour, or if you miss something, you can just, you know, go back and see just the facts, ma'am, you know. And we only have 1 week down, there's 3 to go, and you get access forever. So it's never too late to join. And if you're on my newsletter, you get 40% off. So then it's only $15 for 4 weeks of Facebook Lives, all the PDFs, all the videos, and seeing everybody's creation. Not everybody, but whoever wants to post their creations. And I know some of you, I was going to mention that, don't know how to upload a post on there. So I was going to say, you can email me a picture if that's easier, and I'll post it for you. Because I know, you know, tech is not our strong point for many of us. So, Pam Hill, thanks. She says she's really enjoying that class. And I do a new class every month. So for $15 a month, we just have a standing date on Monday nights. And we create together. And, you know, we're all building creativity. It really helps me too, you know, when planning them and designing all this. It just helps you think creatively in doing this. So I absolutely love doing that and get to know it. Okay. Thanks, Sandy. Now, you know, of course, Tim left the room, so it's time to move the camera down. But it's okay. I'm going to tell him I don't need him. But, you know, Georgia, Sunny Warren. You know, it's going to be beautiful here next week. And since we'll be no, it's not till later week. I'm really looking forward to that and hope it's nice when we're traveling too. So that'll be fun. Yeah, Kathy said she loves the cards that are being posted in that group. And they're only for that group because people have paid for that group. So I won't ever show those cards on Facebook Live. So I really prepare for 2 events a week. Yes, Tim?
Expect Karen, a picture of Karen in her hammock next week.
Yeah.
And sitting outside in an outside restaurant.
Absolutely.
She's
okay.
She's a hardy woman.
Well, yeah. Mary, I have to figure that out. Whoa. This was Tim's Altoids. We still haven't replaced our broken thing here. So he puts it up. He always puts these little gadgets in there. So today...
I'm creative is what I am.
We are doing... using the large numbers and alphabets.
That stands for happy birthday to you.
Oh, Tim, you're getting good here. I'm not planning to run this through the Big Shot, as I think you can do that, but I'll just show you how I did that. Now on these, I wanted these all in a row.
Fussy cuts, all of it.
Yeah, Tim wanted to fussy cut, but I said no. This blue painter's tape is our favorite toy. Every time the grandkids come from Chicago, and then we have a grandson here, we buy them each a roll of this. And, you know, the boys build all kinds of forts and all this stuff with the empty boxes and all these tubes. And our granddaughter wraps every time we have an old little child's chair in the basement. And she wraps it all up in blue. So it's a blue party chair. And then we take it off when she leaves, and it's all fun. But, you know, what a cheap, fun toy. Okay, so I just put this out, so I just wanted to show this, and then you line up if you're going to do words, like if I was doing love, sweet, thanks, anything. We'll be on next Thursday. We're going to leave right afterwards, and Holly will be here holding down the fort, so I guess, you know, and we're going to try to do, but I won't announce it to them, we're going to try to do the Monday night thing and the class from our daughter's house. We have to check in with her to make sure. It seems like that's going to all work. Okay. But it just means I have to have a lot planned ahead.
Got to find out if they have a Wi-Fi signal.
Okay, so you can see how these are just popped on this tape then, all of them, and I still have one on here. So I went through it first. This one popped out. And then this just goes through the Big Shot. I use the magnetic plate, then that, and then this goes right through on the paper, and then that. If that makes sense? Sure this is what you get.
Any comments, Karen? Got to keep up with people.
I am. We're going to Chicago we're going to Appleton first and then Chicago. And then, and I am doing 2 events, one in Appleton and one in the southern suburb, Oak Forest, southern suburb of Chicago. And both hosts have graciously said they would welcome any other people going. So you can always ask about that. So as we travel, we're up for that. And then we're going to spend a few days with our grandkids. So that all works. So the first one I put this through is just, oh,
Do you need
Tim
a bone
needs,
folder,
I
Karen?
do. Now I have my own, but
know,
yes, I
I
like
know.
it if Tim provides service, so we're all good.
Did you guys hear about my Facebook post? I posted a picture with this bone folder and my cookies and another card, the dragon card that I made. Mm-hmm. And I said, how many husbands have their own personalized bone folder? And I got a lot of comments. And
So I went to church on Tuesday for the women's. I bring Valentine Cross for the women's group in the morning, and the pastor stopped by at the beginning. We were talking, and he goes, "I saw Tim's post. He's quite a Stampin' Diva, isn't he?" And I said, "You got that right. So it's now Tim, the Stampin' Diva." So not me, but he nailed it. Okay, so this was my first try. So now to turn this into a card, I actually was just experimenting. I hadn't planned a card yet. And I also had folded it. Whoa, that doesn't work well, does it? A little oddly. So then I thought, I'm going to make the card like this. So I'm going to have pictures of all these afterwards. So, and because I overplan and do way too much, I'm not even going to assemble all of these because you can see the finished thing. And then there will be a blog post up tomorrow, this weekend. But I thought, but isn't that just a fun, quick card? And then I thought I might put some string across the top. But you don't need to see me make all that. So, okay. Oh, Debbie, and you met with Holly today, right? And you love Appleton. We've been to Appleton once. One of our daughters won, what kind of music
Piano
lessons were we?
recital.
Yeah, a creative composition. But what was the name of the piano lessons I did? Anyway, she went to regionals there, so we had thoroughly enjoyed that.
It was the name of a piano, Yamaha or Suzuki or...
Suzuki. No, I don't remember, but one of those. It doesn't matter. Oh, Pat Nettie's husband does all the coloring for her. Oh, well, Tim really doesn't stamp with me. I always tell people, that's why he really is a Stampin' Diva. He only stamps when the camera's on. And
right.
He doesn't practice ahead of time. So now when I pop these out,
And there's
then...
a problem with that?
Yeah, no. So I put these through, again, now then with a colorful DSP, and I have to put those on a card yet, but then this is what I was left with. So I just put this, the last one I put colorful paper underneath, and this time I put this part, I put a bright blue underneath. And then I can add more to that one. It's Appleton, Wisconsin. Connie, we're making a variety of cards on Saturday. I said, as I get an idea, I set it aside. They've been done for ages. I even have a couple planned for March. So I just have to work as I go. So I wanted to explain how the tape works. Does that make sense if you're doing in a row? Other times so I did that with these love cards. So I did the very same thing. I ran the letters through. I attached this paper to the pink powder, and then I ran the love through. So when it came out, you see how they're all, half of them have that bottom on. So I thought, that's really a fun idea. And then what I was left with was this and the blue, which was this. So I put this. Is this making sense?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so this is how it went through the Big Shot. Now it makes sense. See, all you puzzlers like to do puzzles. So now you'll see how that went through.
That's a 4-piece puzzle.
And then I just put this on some Marina Mist. And then I didn't finish it. It will then go on, I think it's on a white card. But I thought it was finished, so I put it there. Now what I'm left with these letters, so the great idea, too, when you use this tape, you always have 2 cards out of it. So you see, this is the one card, and then I have the other card. So here, it looked too busy for me if I had this on. So I put this on, and now I'm going to add a little ribbon. I will do this part so we get the look here. You know, these letters and numbers are quite an investment. That's why I want to show you tons of ideas what you can do with them. And just, you know, at some point it just might be on your wish list, but I do think, and I'll share them randomly during things, but I wanted to do a show just totally committed to doing this. So now I'm going to put this on, and it doesn't really matter if it's in the middle. Okay, so this is going to go on top, and now what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to do it this way. see what I know? But the negatives and positives. So getting double use out of something I think is so fun, and I just love the negatives. So see how this is going to go? Then this is going to be the pink, and then the blue will go down below. So this has to be finished, but I didn't want to finish them first because I wanted to show you, you know, how these are put together. So hopefully this is making sense. And again, you'll see the finished cards on my blog. So you'll get 2 cards out of the same run through the Big Shot. And this is how I make things go fast. Don't I make it look like, boy, you could make, 10 cards in an hour? Believe me, I didn't. But I did. I did make 10 cards. I didn't realize till the end, counting Tim's. Okay, now my mom is 93, so her next birthday would be 94. So I thought, let's do something a little personal with that. And she loves fancy, and cranberry is kind of her favorite color, has been forever. So I picked this paper for her. And I'm going to put this right across. And then we'll do some sparkly silver to go with that. And I'm going to try to do the bow thing, or try to show this every time we do it, in case you're new. I'm not doing a bow. I could for her, but I'm not going to.
You get your own finger.
Okay, I'm good. To get a flat-looking bow, and now watch, it won't work when I do it, but when you do the second...
It's so weird that you can do that.
Pull under. Yes, I'm always providing a finger for something. I'm right-handed, so now I have my right hand here, and I'm not pulling on this one. I am pulling on this one. Okay. Yeah, what did I say about a watched pot? Okay, should we try that again?
Watched by hundreds. But
this is skinny ribbon, and it might be, you guys know I've shown this before, but you want to get kind of this nice flat look. And when I try to go slow to show it,
want me to try it?
did I use glue or snail? On the Love, I use snail, but I'm using glue on another one. I use whatever's kind of handy. I think glue is actually probably a good idea. The biggest thing with glue is I tell people you have to learn to just do tiny amounts so it doesn't, seep out and affect your card. So I think I would probably use glue more. I'm going to use glue on another card here. So it's really whatever you think. Sometimes if I want things popped up just a little bit, I will also use glue dots and just, pinch them so they're narrow, they fit in the letters, and then they're a little popped up. Okay, now see, I'm pulling with my left hand, not my right. Okay, there. Now, I don't know if that's a very easy thing to see. Sometimes I'll show it with a wider ribbon because then it's more plain, but you can see you just get a flatter look there than if you kind of usually get your knots. Okay, so then this time, since she'll be 94, I took the Rich Razzleberry. I just took a square and I cut out the 9 and the 4.
But do you remember when her birthday is?
I do. She's reminded me enough because you have to. I'm terrible about dates, as Tim knows. So, see, Tim will know her birthday.
September 5th.
So we're planning ahead, and hopefully she'll still be doing well at 94.
And the reason I know is that every time I go to the pharmacy to get her prescription,
that's right.
I have to tell them when her birthday is.
Yep. So then you learn. Both my dad and Tim's mom died right before they turned 94. So we've been teasing her about how many years she has left, but we don't tease her anymore now. We're too close.
Less than a year left.
Because she was younger than them. But anyway, okay. So now it just almost looks like this flows right through. But isn't that fun? Renee's getting lots of snow, so she's liking seeing bright, sunny cards. And I thought, yeah, so this would be my mom. Now, my bigger dilemma won't be remembering when her birthday it'll be, is remembering where I put the card. So I'll have to set that aside. Now, of course, I'm left with the inserts, and I don't want them to go to waste. And I don't know anyone else turning 94. So I want to do something really different. So this card I wanted to fit.
I was born in 49. You could make me a
I could do that in honor of your
Yes.
birth year. I could make you lots of cards, Tim. But okay. So I just took a regular business, not business, one of these short little business things, and I made a card to fit that. So it's like 6 inches by 3 1/4 or 3 1/2, just if you want to know, but it doesn't matter. And then I just went down a little bit for my Rich Razzleberry and then for my Panda. And I am going to quickly attach these. Sometimes it's fun to send a little different shape. And I have my Panda way at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know anyone turning 49 either, but I figure there are a lot of older people that would love to be 49 again. It could be like the younger people, like there's that saying about being 29 forever.
Jack Benny, 39.
So I've decided 49 sounds good. So see, I'm just going to put and I can send that to anybody and just kind of congratulate them on being 49. Isn't that a fun idea? But, you could use this idea with any number. I think this is a cute card for kids or adults, and it uses that free little panda. I thought this could be anything. Okay, so that is that idea. And then,
If there's anybody out there that is turning 49, tell us, and we'll send that to you.
ooh, there's an idea. First person that responds
That they're 49.
that's turning 49 this year can be this year, but I'm not making another one. So, or you're right. It could also be a very good point. Could be 64 or 46 because the 6 and the 9. Thank you for pointing that out. Who was that? Nancy. And yes, and you could just do a single number too for a child. It could be, it's just a fun idea. And then that could go on a regular card. But I just thought this was kind of fun piled up. If someone was hitting 100, that would be really fun because it'd be nice and tall. You do the long size note, and I thought that'd be fun. And then you could open it and have 100 candles. So anyway, that's a fun idea. And I'm going to show one more set, and then it'll be Tim's turn. And after that, I'll do...
Karen's aunt lived to 104, so Karen's got a lot of Stampin' Up! Years going.
Okay, Tim was complaining on one of these that I never make him a card. So I thought I better do all my birthday card making right now.
Yes.
The next one's going to be for him. But, you get the negative, and he's going to be 69.
Yes.
So here is his card. Yeah, and Kathy, which number would you want to be? I said, I'd like to any of those. So on this one, I cut this out of
This is history out of
that. Yes. So see, when he says when it's his birthday, I didn't get a card from Karen. You guys will say, yes, you did, back in February.
Just that she lost it.
Yes, and I probably lost it. So I cut this a little short because I wanted a little trim at the bottom. So actually, this could go to somebody turning 69. Do I know anyone turning 69 other than you? We probably do. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
No,
you know what I wanted to do? Put this where I want. Oh, well, see, if it goes the other way, then it's just 96. I don't know anyone turning 96 either, though. Okay, so I'm going to put that where it'll be at the bottom, because then I'll know where to put it on here instead of just guessing, okay? Much better. So this is just a quick masculine card. I think that one of the things that's nice about the numbers and the alphabets is it's just great for kid cards, masculine cards, feminine cards, anything you want to do. So it's just really versatile. Okay, and then all I need to add are these little things to make them. I don't even know which way they go on, and this recipient won't either, so it won't really matter, will it?
I will. It's upside down. Seriously. That one's correct.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one should have been. But see, I wanted the accent to be on the 6.
Yeah.
Oh, Renee day goes to 69 count. Oh, wait, I'm 69. I'm going to be 70. Oh, that's like me always trying to guess. I never remember even how old I am. Okay, so this is one that I can send out to somebody turning 69, if I can see that on the
Karen
things.
is from the class of 68, and now she is 68.
Okay, and I'm going to use the cutouts here then for Tim's card. So I use the stripes, the stripe folder, which I just love. And I'm using that paper from True Gentleman. So I trimmed it just a teeny bit with the Tranquil Tide there. Mostly it's just that. And then I was going to put these on to make my letters stand out more. And I got this idea from Jennifer McGuire. If any of you watch her, I
thought the answer was written on her pen. She was.
Oh, and I was studying it. I sign up for the newsletter. If you go to stampingonthebackporch.com or KarenTitus.com, either place goes to the same, and there will be a pop-up that says, do you want the newsletter? There's also on the right-hand side, there's a thing that says, I want that, and you just sign up there. This might be a little messy, so this might be a little bit off-screen time, or it might be a little slower. I was going to do one letter and just show the difference here. So by doing this, it's just going to mark the edge since this is a little paler. And that's all you do to get the newsletter. And if anyone, the newsletter just went out this morning and it had the code in it. If anyone wants to do the class, sign up for your newsletter and I'll just send you the code. We are having a good time. I think they are just so fun to do. I look forward to that time. We'll see how much this makes a difference since, I haven't done any of this. And it does. Can you kind of see that little, maybe not so much in here. I think I'll do it a little more before I put this on. And here's the reason. Am I doing that right? 69? Yeah, I guess either way works, right? Because I wanted to add this stamp. And this is from the celebration set, good times, because that's what Tim is all about, right?
That's right.
Okay, so here is his card. Yeah, the ink pads, I was going to use the ink pad, but I didn't know how I'd get in there. So I think I'm going to go use my ink pad around the outside and then just my pen inside. Sue was saying that because, yes, I think that would work better. So, the Fast Fuse was just on sale and it sold out immediately. I had several people wanting it, and I didn't promote it because I've had too many people struggle with it. And that's just, I feel bad when people buy something they don't work. If you learn to use it and love it, that's awesome. But there is a learning curve to it. But yeah, I think that the liquid glues and stuff work great. So this is going to be Tim's card, and now it's Tim's turn. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you how to do an Eclipse card.
Okay. We don't have a lot of room to move here, so we have to wait for the other one to... Hello. Am I in? Darren, can you see me?
Yep.
Okay.
We can see you.
For the people that weren't on our Monday show, I'm going to show you my finished card. See, a lot of you have already seen this, but I'm so proud.
Tim's becoming quite the artist here.
Yes, and the way the black swirl. This is what I did with the what kind of technique? Brusho. And so I wanted to kind of accent that.
And some of you commented how much better Tim has gotten. And I think the amazing thing is he only stamps for like 10 minutes a week on the show because, you've seen every single thing he's made. So it doesn't take tons of time, right?
But if Karen's out with her mother or something, I'm actually secretly home.
Yeah.
Just stamping up.
To impress me later.
Oh, I am. Yes. That's not true. Okay. Another story. I found this in the recycling bin, and I said, Karen, that is so beautiful. I says, is this the adhesive back? That my project today is on adhesive back. And I love the idea of just being able to peel this off and placing it on something. So Karen said, yes, it is.
I totally forgot.
So I started to work at it. I cut it down to size. I was going to use it on my journal that I'm going to decorate today. And I started to peel back the adhesive. didn't work there. It just kind of separated the paper. Went over here, didn't work there. Went over there, didn't work there. Went over there, didn't work there. I said, Karen, are you sure that this is adhesive back? Because it's not working for me. And she said, oh no, I guess it isn't. So all of that work, I was feeling very inadequate as a stamper because I couldn't get this adhesive back to work.
I thought Luann is the one who put his letters on adhesive backing for him, and she did it on one card for me, and I was thinking that was the one I'd had her do, and it wasn't, so
it wasn't.
My bad.
Okay, we're going to, as you know, that I have been, maybe you don't know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I have been journaling pretty much daily for just about 25 years. And I have a ton of journals. This is my brand new one. Isn't this perfect? Exciting thoughts and happenings ideas. Is that what it says? Mm-hmm. Happening ideas. And I get this at Half Price Books for, it's usually $9, and I got it for $3.
He always looks at their clearance to find his next journal.
So this is just empty of thoughts, but it will be filled with my thoughts. I took the price off, and it really made a mess. So I covered up that with what did I use? The tear and tape? Mm-hmm. Tear and tape, which is stronger on this.
That works good.
But I don't have to use tear and tape on this because I've got adhesive backs. And if you want to see where it comes from,
are you guys surprised that he chose to do something with his initials, by the way?
Are you? Are you at all? So Timothy, and this is upside down for Wayne Titus. Timothy Wayne Titus, named after my father. I'm the oldest son, and Mary's the oldest daughter. Timothy Wayne Titus, and this is actually on an adhesive. Look at that. It actually comes apart. You can actually do it. Maybe. I don't need to do this because look at that. Is that exciting or what? So anyway.
Sally just asked if you ever go back and read your old journals.
No.
He thinks I'm going to if he dies. But no, he knows better.
Now, I got to figure out how I cannot do what Karen does, and that is putting things on straight. So I spent a good portion of this morning figuring out how I could do this. So this is how I'm going to do it. I even made a little...
He did. He tried all kinds of ideas, and he doesn't usually do it, but you can see his journal matters to him.
Oh, it does.
That's really what it is. He didn't want to mess up his journal.
Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. It's offset because people thought that was the best, and it is marked here because I wanted it right below the exciting thoughts comment. And so I did this. And I'm going to just Scotch tape. I could use it.
Maybe don't even need to. But...
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay.
Okay. There. And there. People laughing at me.
No one's surprised. You know that.
Okay.
We're doing your initials.
Okay, now let's get busy. Okay, let's get this to lay down. I hope this doesn't ruin my...
I hope not too. Or
I hope not too.
He'll just keep adding.
Since I don't have fingernails, can you get my paring knife out of my drawer in there, please? The black-handled one. Oh,
you got it. I'm not sure I can find it.
It's in the silverware drawer. Okay, I think I'm getting it. There you go. Now, you could have had the what are those things?
Papayas?
Papayas. You could have had the papaya side, but the way we put it on, the way Luann put it on is this way. Now, I think that these are indicative of the middle of the letters. So look at that. This might even be straight. Okay? And if I put that there and that there, I think it's going to work. Now, why are we spending so much time?
Yeah, I should have given him washi tape, you guys, right. But he figured this out on his own.
Why are we doing so much time on this video, which is precious for time, with me just doing this. I don't know. This is not like rocket science. Oh, it is though.
It is.
It is.
You know, it's
rocket
a big
science
accomplishment, and
because
Whoops.
getting it on straight. Okay, I know for you people that are looking at this upside down, I will turn it around so you can see the final product. I promise. But I can't do it upside down. I'm having trouble just doing it right side up. Okay. I think this is the last piece of tape, and I don't think it's the back. I think this is the other kind that Karen slipped in here to frustrate me. Okay. Tim, breathe. Oh, that helped. Okay, are you reading comments?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because I can't do two things at once.
I can't read some longs, but someone as a sister wrote all the time. I have I had an aunt that died at 19, and she kept a journal. And I never knew her, but my middle name is named after her, Ruth, and I was given all her journals, and it's really fun to have that. I feel like I know her.
This is too much. This is like moves around.
I think you did
I think I'm getting it. Oh no, that's crooked. Okay.
I say pull up gently,
Since God is perfect and I'm not, I had to make a little mistake.
Mm-hmm. But it looks great.
Oh, I did it.
And now when Tim's in the coffee shop writing and people ask how they put that on, he's going to say, do you want a catalog? I'm sure I can just
This
see
is
it.
actually short for twit.
I know, that would be the other nickname.
That would be. Okay, I think I'm done. Take care. Get out of my way.
Well, thank you.
Get out of my way, Karen.
Trying to get through here. Fabulous. So I have one more thing to show, and that is how to do an eclipse card. Now, there's many ways to do things, just like nothing's ever necessary about anything. But here is, I did a little XOXO right out of my, okay, I'm going to put this on. Well, I guess I don't even need to do that part. But this is the part then I cut out. I think I have 4. You could do an eclipse is just, this could be an eclipse. I could have done this in 2 cards, and then maybe this would be gold right in here. That'd be pretty. That'd just be a reset in, which would be really fun. Or you can pop them up and slide them a little over. Or you can do what I'm going to do today, which is build them up to make them stand up even more. So to do this, I think I did 4. Here, I'll just do the X's here. I'm thinking I did, I guess I'd have 5, so I could go really far, but we won't do that. I'll just,
My paring
you know
knife?
what? I'm just going to do the 2 and then this.
You want my paring knife?
Well, I'm sure you could find it. I'm sure I couldn't, but let's see. Let's just make sure we have that going the right way. Okay? Because I'm going to just stack these on top of each other. Now, for this, I did use glue, and did I bring glue out here? Do you see glue? I think, yep, it's right under here. So I used this glue, and I'm going to just put this on. Well, these are really fun to make, and I'll show you some cards. You don't need to use letters and numbers. I'm just doing that because we are working with those today, but you can, this would be pretty with hearts. You could do any kind of a thing at all. Oh, we just made one more because that needs to go on something. So we will now have 4. Then I'm going to just start layering these. I'm going to put I better start layering from here. Yes, you can use dimensionals. The reason I'm doing this, I'll show you why, because I wanted a flat edge. You can also use, that fun foam you can put right through. That's kind of squishy. You could put that right through with these, and then it shows everything. I often use dimensionals if I'm just setting one thing up. I'm showing it this way just because I wanted it's going to be up kind of higher, and I just wanted to have that look kind of flat there. But yes, reality, use anything. Whatever you have, whatever you feel like trying. So you see how I'm just going to build that up. So I'm just going to do that with both. And then here is my finished card. I'm going to take a little of this tinsel ribbon to put around. This is that painted love.
The Christmas tree that we didn't put up this year.
Yes. Yeah, we didn't. I'll see if I can do a bow. If I can't, then it's a knot. We'll give it one shot. Okay, we did it. This would be a good one to do a bow on because my card's already thick. Otherwise, I don't like to do bows because, you know, they end up being too thick to mail, but this is already going to be a thicker card, so it's all good. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on, and I would actually, okay, we'll do this.
And if you did it backwards, instead of X and O for kisses and hugs, you could actually do it as an ox, and you could
Oh, yes.
give it to somebody that's
Yes.
as dumb as an ox.
I don't know what you'd be. Let me lift your load. I'm not sure what you could do on that. But now you can see, because see, this is going to be a thicker card, and so this is why I did it. So these are just going to be offset. And isn't that a pretty look?
It's beautiful.
So I think that's just a very fun. So, by the way, have you done your Valentine's cards yet? You know, this would be a great one, but I hope you're sending a Valentine to someone who will not expect it. Now, I'm going to show a few others here. So here, this was stamped on the background first. So just kind of some random stamping there. And this was done by Lisa Fast. Why is it called eclipse? Because it's like an eclipse of the moon. You know how when it covers over and you only see part of something? That's where the idea comes from. On pictures, that's where it got its name. Now, see, this one is fairly flat, and it's raised pretty much right above. So when I turn it, you can see, let's see what she used. And she used dimensionals. So see, anything works. She used the mini dimensionals. And you see a little bit of this color coming through, but not much. That's what's great. You see, on mine, you're going to see a lot of it because I'm just really setting it off to the side. The great thing is all the possibilities. Here's one that's put a lot higher than mine, but again, directly over. But when you turn it, you can see, and she used dimensionals too. So, you know, it's just really good. And look how, this is cute. She added a little heart there and a little ribbon. So those are really cute little touches. And this is from Lisa Miltakis. This adorable one is from Michelle Lemke, and look how cute that is. So you can just stamp on your paper and then cut that out right there and pop it up. So do you see how it all works? It just works, you know, just beautifully like that. And then if this card was from a long time ago, this is from Sandy Carlson, but this is a stamp set in the catalog that also goes with these numbers. You know, I just use the Thinlits and they stand alone, but all of these are in the stamp set. And I thought, aren't they gorgeous? Thought, yeah, my mom would love a card like this, but you know, but I think that is just really a stunning card. So that is like okay. So these are all just some fun ideas of what you can do this. The embossing folder behind the two, yeah, that's such a pretty embossing fold too with the leaves. That is just such a nice, well-used one. So
Karen,
I think that's it.
No, it isn't, because Karen is going to use this design when I turn 70.
Oh, okay. You have it picked up now, so
Yeah,
that will
I think
work.
that's really just very nice, you know. I'll get it.
So, just think today we're going to a really, really difficult funeral tonight. Friends of ours lost a 7-year-old son who was in Wisconsin sledding and hit a tree, lived for 9 days and
Scouting group.
2 surgeries, his first overnight with a Cub Scout group, and just a hard thing, hard loss for the family in those 9 days. And that the family has been such a testimony of love and faith. You know they're going to have lots of hard, long days ahead, but it's just been an amazing journey to watch them. And their son has donated organs to 4 other kids and blessed those families. But it just makes me think of everyone who is in a season of loss, you know, and Life here is so fragile and so temporary. We just don't know what tomorrow brings. So hug those kids a little extra and those grandkids, all those special people in your life. And we thank you for being part of our life.
We do. Thank you.
See you on Monday.